So today we're going to be talking about Joe Biden and the Biden urges America. Biden urges America to mask up for 100 days as coronavirus surges. Okay, so before we get into the video, we're going to be reading what this bullshit says. President John F. Kennedy urged Americans to ask not what their country could do for them, but what they could do for the country. First of all, that is the most elitist bullshit I've ever heard. And I'm not a fucking fan of Kennedy. No one should be a fan of Kennedy. He wasn't really that good. He really wasn't. The president-elect revealed the galvanizing, altruistic first national rallying call of his administration in an exclusive CNN interview on Thursday with Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, previewing a sharp change of directors when he succeeded President Donald Trump. Just 100 days to mask, not forever. 100 days, and I think we'll see a significant reduction, Biden told CNN's Jake Tapper, which is just true, right? Japan didn't fully shut down their economy. They had universal masks. But see, the problem is that they fucking did that from day one, okay? America's, first of all, and that's another thing too, you have so many anti-fucking maskers here in America. It's just never gonna fucking work, because you have all these fucking rednecks and hillbillies and, oh, my fucking rights. So, good luck with that. It's not gonna fucking work, okay? So, we'll get into the video, see what old Joe has to say here.
Vaccinated before Inauguration Day, and will you do it in public the way that Presidents Obama, Bush, and Clinton have suggested they're willing to?
I'd be happy to do that. When Dr. Fauci says we have a vaccine that is safe, that's the moment in which I will stand before the public and see that, look, part of what has to happen, Jake, and you know as well as I do, people have lost faith in the ability of the vaccine to work. Already the numbers are really staggeringly low, and it matters what a president and vice president do. And so I think that my three predecessors have set the model as to what should be done, saying once it's declared to be safe, and then I think Barack said once Fauci says it's there, that's my measure, then obviously you take it. And it's important to communicate to the American people, it's safe. It's safe to do this.
Speaking of Fauci, have you spoken with him yet? If so, have you asked him to stay on?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
Of course, he's gonna have Fauci stay on. I mean,
tell me about the conversation.
Well,
he said what more needs to
work with him in the last crisis. He's been talking he's had for the past several presidents. And I asked him to be a chief medical advisor for me as well and be part of the COVID team.
Of course.
And so what has to be done is we have to make it clear to the American people that the vaccine is safe when it occurred, when that is determined. And number two, you have to make sure, as he points out, you don't have to close down the economy like a lot of folks are talking about now. If in fact you have,
but you already have, and the damage has already been done, and no one's gonna. Okay, you can implement a mandatory mask mandate, but that's just gonna cause chaos because, like I said, you have these fucking rednecks that don't want to wear them. Like, what's the fucking end? What's the game plan here? You know, I mean, the economy's already shut down. Millions of people have lost their fucking jobs. And oh yeah, don't believe for a fucking second this recovering economy. It's a sham. It really is. Okay, they said, oh, the unemployment rate's falling. See, the official unemployment rate is a total fuck. It's a fudge number. Okay, so you look up the real unemployment. Okay, real unemployment. See, the unemployment numbers right now do not take into account the underemployed. Okay, by underemployed I mean people with part-time jobs, people who lost their full-time jobs during the pandemic and lost all their fucking benefits. And because especially since there's been like no fucking aid since I don't know what March, April, May, June I think it was. Okay, it's been like there's been no extra unemployment since then, except like they did like a retroactive 300 whatever. Okay, and that was only a few weeks. People are still hurting. People don't have their full-time jobs back. Then a lot of those jobs are not coming back. What do these people do? They're to get these part-time jobs. So yeah, they're technically not unemployed, but they're not making enough to fucking live. Okay, and it seems like every fucking pundit in Washington and on the media cannot get this fucking point. Never, not once will you ever hear the real unemployment rate. Why don't we'll look up the real unemployment rate right now. This is in October. Broader definition of unemployment. Official unemployment rate, 2020 was 12%, slightly better than the... But still, okay, so you see, like, oh, the unemployment rate's only 7%. But the real unemployment rate right now, not looking too good. Let's see with Google. 14.7 is another number. Whether you look at 12%, 14%, it's higher than fucking 7%, and it's really fucking bad. Okay? So you have these politicians and these news media, they're like, oh, fucking great economy. Okay, the stock market hit an all-time high. The Dow hit an all-time high during a week when 760 thousand people filed for unemployment. That's a recovering economy. There's a fucking disconnect here. Okay, like there's how the economy. Okay, well, fuck the economy. The stock market is pretty much just an indication of rich people's feelings and nothing more, nothing less. It has nothing to fucking do with the economy. Most people don't even have any money in the economy. People say 401ks. Most people don't even fucking have 401ks now. Especially people like millennials. Because they can't afford all that money out of their fucking check. Okay, and people that do have the 401ks, okay, right around my age, what? They've only been on the fucking job market for what, like 10 years? 10, 15 years? You're not going to have that much money in your 401k at that time now, are you? And you can't even fucking withdraw from your 401ks. What the fuck does that matter? Not until you're old. There's such a fucking disconnect between Washington and the actual fucking citizens of this country, the working class. And no one is talking about it. No one. Absolutely no one. But yet, they want to pass these fucking stimulus deals to help out corporations. And what Joe Biden will come up here, will say here next, oh, we got to help business. We do got to help businesses. We got to help small businesses, okay? But how about the fucking people that have been going with almost no pay for months now? They cannot pay their fucking mortgages. They cannot pay their rent. They cannot pay their car insurances. All this shit adds up. You cannot live. Even before the economy was in a fucking bad state anyway. You had what? Fucking most of the country living paycheck to paycheck, making under $30,000 a year. This is not sustainable. And no one is talking about it. No one cares. No one cares about you. No one cares. But no. We gotta have less and less for you and more and more for the fucking corporations. And for the politicians. Let's get back to Joe.
Have clear guidance, and you're able to say to businesses, okay, for example, bars and restaurants are going to close. We're going to provide you the wherewithal to not lose your business.
There it is.
Like the House had passed. And we're going to be able to reopen. We're going to be able to reopen in time and not to close down for long periods of time. We talked about masking.
Okay, so they're closing down. Okay, so you talked about, helping the businesses. Well, how about the fucking people that work there? What help do they have? You haven't fucking said shit. You haven't said Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They have not said a damn thing, as far as to my knowledge, and I've been keeping up on this, about helping the fucking poor, the working poor, the millions of people who lost their fucking jobs. Jesus Christ.
It is important that we, in fact, the president and the vice president, we set the pattern by wearing masks. But beyond that, where the federal government has authority, I'm going to issue a standing order that in federal buildings you have to be masked. In transportation, interstate transportation, you must be masked in airplanes and buses, etc. And so,
lame half measures. Address the fucking people who lost their jobs.
it's a matter of, and I think my inclination, Jake, is on the first day I'm inaugurated to say I'm going to ask the public for 100 days to mask. Just 100 days
Ask.
to mask. Not forever, 100 days.
See, this is the fucking thing about Joe Biden, okay? He doesn't realize that, what, how many people voted for 73, 74 million? People fucking hate you. They're not going to listen to anything you fucking say, so you're going to ask the public, but a good portion of the public's not going to fucking listen, so it's not going to work. He thinks that he can get fucking Republicans to like him. Democrats, leftists don't even fucking like you. You fucking won because Trump was insane. You're just no fucking elitist hack. Fuck. We could have had Bernie. But we don't. I'm going to end the stream here, video here. Stay safe. And, it's rough out there, and it's only about to get more rough.